Hey everyone, this is Kevin with Go for Lax, and today for my second face-off head review, we're going with the Brine Dictator ST. Now there are two different versions of the Dictator. I chose the ST just because I prefer a little stiffer of a head. With this one, it's one of the few heads that didn't have its own unique shaft for the head, much like the Dual has the dual shaft, the Command X has the command shaft. So with this one, I went with a Headstrong Swizzle Scandium shaft. Can't go wrong with that. It's nice and light, has some good strength. I strung it up with fire mesh, but reversed the grip print so it's on the back. I wanted to see how this worked in this head. So as far as the head goes, the aesthetics of the head, it looks a little different from the other heads. It looks a little longer, and you have it flared out here a little bit more. For me, it looks very similar to an epic sequel, prequel Hawk in the overall face shape, except for this one's a little longer throughout here. Now, they did this for a couple of reasons. You'll notice that the top third of the head, where the flare out is very flexible. And the bottom third of the head, and you can see down here by the sidewall structure, is really rigid and stiff. But when you squeeze here, you can see how it almost pushes the ball through down into the throat. So that aspect of it is pretty cool, and it actually works as you're doing that. When it flexes over, you can see it funneling and channeling the ball in there. The fire mesh has some unique properties working with the grip on that. It really does grab the ball and pull it in. So if you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it. As far as the string up, did just a normal mid pocket, nothing fancy. A couple of the other aspects of this head, as you can see, are the sidewall hole about half the way down on both sides has been filled in. So it's right about in here. And that's done to give it a little more strength and structure through that. And it's also almost at that pinch point. So it's a unique head on that. As far as throwing around with it, I thought it would be a little funky. I thought the release would be off with this area being so elongated and this area flared out. But honestly, I didn't notice any difference in it. It wasn't throwing off. I actually liked it. The scoop on it, can't complain about it either. The one thing I did notice of it compared to some of the other heads I've faced off with, that after a few face-off heads, you start to get the cant going this way, but once you pull it back and stuff a softball in it, it sets back pretty nicely. Other than that, I can't complain. On another note, you can notice I'm wearing the Shootout for Soldiers shirt today. Sign up and register for your local event. They're everywhere now. For example, one's right now in DC, so if you're local to DC, register, sign up, have a great time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you.